That was rude.
Enemy marksman shooting.
Eyes up. You're the HVT.
Turn me up, she said. Gonna hunt me down, turn me up. In the ground.
Marksman smoked.
They won't never catch me. Yeah, boy.
Enemy HVT is down. Enemy HVT is down. Enemy HVT on site. Get safe. Enemy HVT on site. Take him out. Take him out.
Again. I fucking dare
HVT
you.
is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
Again. I fucking dare you.
Our HVT has been eliminated. Our HVT has been eliminated. Guess I chose the wrong people for the job. My bad.
Billy Marshall, these are your best.
My bad.
Billy Marshall, these are your best.
In the ground.
Marksman smoked.
Eyes up. You're the HVT.
Turn me up, she said.
You're the HVT.
Hunt me down, turn me up. In the ground.
Marksman smoked.
They won't never catch me.
That's suspect. Super suspect. Hey, CJ Chaos, how are you, bud? Good to see you.
Yeah, boy.
All right. I think if I look at the map, there's no more of those timed things, right? Nope. Oh. What?
We took out their HVT. Hostile HVT located.
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
interesting. 35 different monument selections? Oh. Okay. How much of the couple hours was spent on character creation? Wait, do you not see my like basic white guy 01 dude? We spent like 30 seconds on this guy. Yeah. I was going to be a
So,
Kunari, and I
we stopped
no,
the
like
ritual.
real talk. I was planning on being a Kunari. I love Kunari. I hate them in this game. I don't know why the decision was made to basically homogenize them, but I loved how Kunari looked in DAI and even better in the previous game. So I was really disappointed to see them go that direction with it. But that's why I'm a human. I was planning on being Kunari, but they went a bad direction with them. Yeah.
And Varric paid the price.
Didn't check the library?
Hey.
Yeah, we need to find the library.
Varric made his choice to go talk with Solus. He knew the risks.
I hope we can still look. I'm assuming we
And
can still
now
look for it.
Solus is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solus called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
While I was out cold, he showed up in my dream, and he's really mad that we stopped his ritual.
Good.
Oh,
He's also trapped in some kind of prison in the Fade. Not happy about that either.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solus can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm safe on that front. I bled a little when I got knocked out. Enough that he can gripe at me, but not enough that he can make my head explode.
oh,
So
I gotta
Solus
see
is
so you can see
using
the
blood
face.
magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
Nev,
This is a mage option.
I'm a mage. You're a mage. Solus?
Really?
Is more than
We
that.
doubled the line.
That ritual was more than some circle mage could have pulled off. Even more than a Tavinta Magister.
All right, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now.
She's like, okay, you
You're
convinced me. I'm a
certain
mage.
Solus can't use blood magic to affect your mind.
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solus had two of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elganon and Gillenane. Two of the ancient elven gods that Solus rebelled against. Solus warned me about them being evil, which is pretty rich coming from the guy who just tried to tear down the veil.
You don't believe him?
No,
Is chat full of
that's the
mages?
problem.
Yes.
I do believe him. He said they were horrific tyrants.
Tyrants so powerful, elven history remembers them as gods.
Solus says Elganon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that, without Varric. And you're still getting back on your feet.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you look fine.
We can't just sit here and do nothing.
We need to investigate. Figure out what we're dealing with before we rush in and make things worse.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
If Elganon and Gillenane are worse than Solus, we don't have time to
I'm
waste.
kind of with him.
We need to act now.
We don't know what they can do or what they want. We don't even know if Solus is telling the truth.
I'm not saying we go in blind. This time, if we see a shot, we take it.
All right. The last place we saw them was the ritual site.
The Illuvian took us here from the ritual site, instead of back to Minrathous.
Then let's hope it takes us back.
Harding, you okay to go?
I'm not gonna sit back while elven gods destroy the world because I have a headache.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
I would.
The
but
Illuvian
okay.
has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
If I had a headache,
It's
then the
just
world
down
can
the
save its
stairs.
damn self, as far as I'm concerned. If I had a headache, then the world headaches suck. Just saying. All right. Let's see. Where is the library? Let's see. Where is the library? I mean, we've kind of been everywhere, so what? Maybe over here? We've kind of maybe there. Been everywhere, so right there. What? Maybe over here? There. And that's why Ko's not a mage. Excuse me, I am a mage. Did you not hear my character? That's why Ko's not a mage. Excuse me, I am a mage. Did you not hear my character? Okay. Oh, there's another. Wait, there's two?
They got our HVT. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
Oh, yeah, they're both messed up. That's too bad. Dang, where is this library? Let's go take one more look. I mean, this looks library-y, but I don't think this is it. Maybe it was just one of these buildings we walked into when we were done. Is the library not in the menu? Oh, no. We oriented some statues to face each other, and the guy specifically said, oh, that did something, but I'm not sure what. And I don't know what it did. So I'm not sure exactly what it did, which is weird because I'm a mage. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think we'll be back here, so I'm relatively comfortable going forward, but I really don't want to miss an area. Oh, maybe we can go. Maybe there's a place down? No. Okay. The room you just had the talk in. There's a door with 3 lights that you unlocked. Oh, that was we've already been in there. That was the music room. You're talking about in here? Maybe that's what we unlocked. Maybe we unlocked a room in the library. Because I don't know if those lights were on when we came in here the first time. So, look above the map. Here, this is the music room. That's the room we went into. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've been everywhere, actually. Yeah, there's no place we haven't been in as of now that we can go to. So we're gonna keep going. Oh, the mini map? What's going on in the mini map? Look, it looks just like the regular map. The minimap has the room name. Oh, well, we know this is a library, but it said something, I think, in the library. So, yeah, it's fine. Let's keep going.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that alluvion.
If it even takes us back to Arlothin.
Hardik, you sure you're up for this?
I'm fine.
Dude. He is not fine.
Well then. Shall we?
Let's do this.
Leroy. Oh, by the way, Siri says hi. Siri doesn't stop by too often. Siri says hi. He's purring so hard right now.
Quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right, let's take a look around and see if we can find...
Found it!
Do I see a VIP?
Well, that's kind of cool.
These mushrooms make you feel better. They increase focus and energy while keeping you calm and strong.
Because we don't give up. Knock us down, and we come back swing.
Opposed trying to find the right footage to put with this, because even looking back on my recordings, it doesn't look as fun as it actually is. The combat looks janky, but I was wrong.
Am I so out of touch?
I thought departing from the RPG-like combat system of the other 3 titles would be its failing, but the combat has to be the best out of the 4. That's coming from an RPG-focused channel. Looking at the individual parts of the combat system, it's easy to see how many of you don't have faith in the game, but together, I don't know what it is. At times the game feels like it was made by very different hands, cobbling together a Frankenstein monster masterwork that just, to quote Todd Howard, works. The biggest success of Veilguard is choice, and that will be the overarching theme of this review. Combat-wise, you have an excess. After playing 60 hours with the Rogue, I'm still discovering things I can do in combat that I haven't realized before. So what I mean by 100% is that I got everything that could be gotten, including all the achievements. I've also seen all the major outcomes. I finished the game as all 3 classes, though I did rush through as a warrior, so I do need to go back and give it a good shot. I would recommend playing as the warrior or the rogue first, as mage takes a bit of time to get into, and the other 2 classes bring a lot to the table in this new combat system specifically. And that's coming from someone who enjoys mage the most in these kinds of games. All 3 classes are quite different in practice, having different combos between lights and heavies, jumps, charges, and skills you can unlock that change those up. Then you have abilities and specializations to consider. There are so many potential builds between gear pieces that can be upgraded in rarity to have more abilities when you find or buy duplicates of the item, meaning you don't find a lot of junk in the game. You also have enchantments, you have a robust skill system with specializations, and your companions who have gear slots and a skill tree as well. Companions function in combat as a sort of extension of yourself, so you always feel as though you have many more options that are presented to you initially. In my Necrotic Duelist Rogue build, which should be up on the channel now if it isn't already, I used Emmerich to lower necrotic resistances, spread necrosis, and set up combo explosions that I set up and heal me, while Lucanus would capitalize on necrotic damage. I felt overwhelmed at times with the sheer potential, and finding unique items changed my build trajectory more than a dozen times. I went back briefly to Inquisition to compare combat, and that feels extremely sluggish in comparison. So yes, the game is very fun, but with that being said, it's not without its faults. It doesn't, at the end of the day, look as polished as many other games currently released. If you want a combat system that will visually wow you, this isn't it. I especially didn't like the look of combo explosions, which is a shame because even back in Mass Effect 3 days, BioWare had nailed them. But the game runs smoothly, and on my high-end PC, I never dropped a single frame. Even with a pre-release build, I ran into a grand total of 0 bugs. This has never happened to me in my lifetime. It's common to expect a few here and there when reviewing a title because you do get an early build. But I digress. The polish is there in the integrity of the title, but it doesn't look as polished as some games. But that's mostly with character models. They stand out against the mostly beautiful looking environments. Like I said, the game is a Frankenstein's monster. These characters aren't the most convincing we've seen BioWare produce in the past. Animations are sometimes off, and there will be immersion breaking moments. The engine used was perhaps a little limited, as the models themselves have very strict proportions. So if you want a big butt or breasts, it's not happening. But this does seem like a technical thing rather than a political.
Have a release date sometime next year, right? Like, we've actually seen gameplay and stuff of it, so I'm convinced Ashes is a scam. We're gonna be trying out Ashes of Creation next weekend, chat. I can't play until the 8th of November. Because again, if you pay $120, that doesn't get you in until the 3rd week somehow. Oh man. Sorry? Invasion from Aliens in Minecraft 2 is gonna be here first. Low-key bet the Lord of the Rings MMO? Yeah, I don't know how long. I am excited for that as well, though. No date on that one, but Amazon's Lord of the Rings MMO. This guy naked? Damn, dude, that's pretty hardcore. What about June Awakening? That's, again, there's like gameplay and a release date for that one, isn't there? Like, that's kind of making progress. I reached level 65. What should I do now? Is this plan? I actually made a whole video about this topic if you're interested. It's called like. Here we go. What to do at max level in New World Eternum. Or what to do at max level, New World Eternum endgame guide. So yeah, you hit level 65, what's next? It is a fairly lengthy video, but we break down many different things that you can be doing, that you should be doing. I break it down into different sections, so the first part of the video is what I call must do. So that's some things that I think you really should do, like getting your heart rune, getting your weapon mastery for your 2 weapons maxed out if you haven't already, finishing the main storyline, getting some tier 5 gems. And then I have the strongly recommended end game. This can be things like leveling up your mount, leveling up your crafts, etc. Maxing out the faction reputation. So yeah, there's quite a lot to do once you hit max level. There's a link to the video there if you want to check it out. Flint. Boom, boom, boom. 10 seconds to go, Gamgee. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me get myself back to Cutlass Keys. You have to tell me how big the download is, Wifa, and how fast it's going to download.